take it away.
And the biggest opponent they've ever faced. It's like the boogeyman in your closet. As a child, Henry, it's Astralis and Renegades. And interestingly, because we have an 8-team Swiss format,
go on.
This is a decider match in a weird way. If each team wins or loses, depending on the order, now bear with me, it does mean one goes through and one goes home, because Astralis is 2-1 and Renegades is 1-2. If Renegades beats Astralis, they both go 2-2, and we have to have a third map or a fifth map in this series, if you will, beyond this one as a decider later on.
In which realm, though, do Renegades beat Astralis?
Well, in which realms did Chief win 2 games in this tournament, including North?
It's true as well, but let's see what happens. T-side start for Renegades, upper rush as usual. It's going to be next to open things up. A Device fighting back with a vengeance as Silence USB. Kiabi chimes in with 2 frags. It's looking very easy for the Danish side here, but Az is still alive. He manages to take down Device, but he's left in a 3 versus 1 now. No bomb, and he's being pincered by Zipex towards that lobby position as well. Bomb is down. And it looks like his days are numbered as it goes down as well. So that's a very standard round there from the Australian side. Upper rush, we discussed it in the earlier Nuke game as well. It means the CTs can't really be above you. You're trying to beat them to main entrance and maybe get down the vents there, but there was an Astralis player at the main position, and he gets the first frag. That was Device. Kiabi mows him down as well. Renegades, this is best of 1. They really need to be winning both pistols to even stand a chance of taking down the absolute Titans, the #1 team in the world right now, Astralis. Doesn't happen. No bomb planted either. So they'll be forced by here in the second round. Nifty. He is, of course, the new player. American. I was calling him Serbian yesterday. That goes to show how much I know. He is actually a former Selfless player. I've done my research now, so I take it all back. And he's not the in-game leader. That's actually Nexa. So I got it all wrong, but I can always admit when I am. Anyway, Nifty finds the first frag towards ramp for him. That was Zipex going down. Glaive there to back him up, though. And he'll be dropping down. How is the bomb going down? Hello? Oh, right in front of him.
That's actually ridiculous that Glaive allows that to happen. JKS gets the kill on top of that, which means they go down a man in this situation. Nexa's on 6, mind you. But they've just picked up another kill. Aza's got Dupree. This could be an immediate response from Renegades as Kiabi flashes himself down the stairs. Good kill on Aza in the window, but he tagged up to 54. Device, not much better than that. Walks in to try and get a defuse quickly with a smoke down and takes a tick of damage from the flames. Kiabi's trying to get aggressive to hold off. Device with a quick tap will get the first kill. And they bring Kiabi closer to do the deed instead because he has the kit. Open up, his back shows. He's not even in the smoke. Ustilo's got both, and Renegades get the round.
They fight back. The ramp rush there. Zipex, normally so good for at least 1 frag in those sort of situations. One of the best anchors we have in CSGO gets caught by the running Tech 9 through the smoke there. Glaive can't stop it. And I'm not actually sure how the bomb got down lower, man, because the vent wasn't shot out. So he must have rushed outside as his team was getting ready towards ramp. Maybe they threw some smokes for him. And he got so quickly down there. Unless I'm hallucinating and that vent was shot out, I can't think of how he got down so quickly. Glaive's going down to retreat.
Wouldn't be the first time you heard
And
this.
yeah, that's true. And the bomb was in front of him. He couldn't believe it. I think he thought, is that a teammate? What is going on? Why is there someone crouched there? The bomb was going down. It all fell apart. A very bizarre round, I have to say. But Renegades do fight back. And it will be 2 rifles here. And of course, a force buy from Astralis. Renegades had a rough tournament so far. A 15-0 start against their rivals. Well, home rivals, I should say, Chiefs. But Chiefs have proven themselves to be a nifty little team. We'll see whether Device can find the headshot here with the Desert Eagle. Does some damage towards Aza. 55 to be exact. And for now, it gets a bit quiet.
2 free weights, top of the hut. The 5-7 in hand. It's Zipex that goes over toward ramp instead. We know he plays this position religiously. And he's about to get challenged. Good thing for him. He's got a friend. He's got Device. He still goes over the boxes to try and catch them off before they can retreat, but they've already gone back down and set a crossfire, which will come into effect. Glaive is called, but they've gone at least toward ramp, and he's been smoked off from Turnpike. They're actually being quite clever in this and just pushing the CTs back and then going elsewhere. So Astralis will be down below, Device and Zipex, and wondering, wait a minute, why are we here? Why are we here, Henry?
I'm not sure. That's the question we always have to ask ourselves when we wake up every morning and decide to talk about computer games.
Didn't need to be that specific. I just meant philosophically. Kiabi will take down Nexa. He's got the UMP picked up immediately after. It means as well the bomb is going to be delayed ever so slightly, or is it? Glaive doesn't quite get to Annex in time. He can't get the shot through. And he went with the 5-7 to try and deny it, and therefore didn't go for the AK. Lines it up as the smoke goes down. Good echo location to find Ustillo. And he's sprayed right back into it to get JKS, who walked into it as well. It's Astralis on a retake, and they respond, all 5 staying alive.
All 5 staying alive on a force buy with just pistols there. That's a little bit shocking and disappointing for Renegades overall. Not finding a single frag. The bomb goes down. There'll be force buying return almost certainly here. But Astralis looking very strong at this point after dropping the second round. Here's the replay of the spray through the smoke. Glaive always seems to be very good at that. He's a great player overall. What a nice addition he was to this team to bring them to that #1 position. And we get into round number 4 here. Here we go then. Another force buy. As I said, the bomb going down allows Azza, their strongest aimer, I would say, overall, to get the AK-47. 4 Tech 9s available for the rest of the team. They have got some smokes and flashbangs to work with here. Difficult round considering Astralis is so well equipped now with 4 rifles and 1 UMP. To be fair, Dupree's down to a Galil, but someone as good as him might not just stop him yet. We'll see what happens here. Device towards Secret. And Renegades trying to flirt with the idea to get to that area, but they're Molotov'd out of position for now.
Device waiting perfectly for them to walk to Secret. Oh, walking again. Clothesline! Device gets all 4, all on a UMP, and he's got money as Kiabi takes down JKS.
You hate to see that. Oh, goodness. Looked a little bit too easy for him. Device. Oh, that's actually kind of sick. The second
one, yeah.
Good lord.
His feet just come out from under him as he gets pinned to thin air.
Oh, Renegades, they could be in for a bumpy ride now. 3-1. After they got around on the board of that second round force buy, you thought, okay, this could be something, but now it has to be a full eco. Device mows them down. Of course, the AWP for the team, farming a lot of cash there with that SMG, $600 per kill. Here we go then. It's going to be Glocks. 5 of those. No armor, no nades. A round where you know you're not going to do anything with it, but you might as well sit around and hope for a mistake. Maybe it's an aggression to come into the CTs. Maybe they're being a little bit too cavalier, and you can maybe get a cheeky kill. But the Zipex, he knows he's up against blocks, backed up by Glaive as well. Just the shooting gallery coming in towards the ramp position.
Device will close it. The 1 in the ace he didn't get last round, so he's got 5 over the last 2. It's 4-1 for Astralis. The guns are coming out. The few guns they can. I think they're going to fully force into this. JKS, yeah, okay, he's got it as well. So they got 5 AKs out of this. But the money is huge. Look at Device. He's got like 10K. Imagine if he invested that in a cryptocurrency, Henry.
Wow. Well, I don't know anything about that, but it certainly sounds like a reasonable investment to make.
Glaive getting closer. He's actually already got 1 gun by him at Red Crate. He needs to be a bit careful of this. The smokes are down. Ustillo's bypassed. And Glaive's hoping that a flash through will time out perfectly, but Nexa reads it. He's aware of exactly why that flash came through. Ustillo below also beats Dupree to the corner as a result of his swiftness, but it also means that he's got to deal with Zipex, who's quite snappy.
He is indeed. So the advantage for now for Renegades here. We've got Ustillo in the window room at lower, but Zipex hunting him. Slowly but surely seems to have a sneaking suspicion he might be in that area. 31 HP from him as well. Zipex, the detective for now, JKS, nice play towards the vent area. This should be the round concluded. Zipex, certainly one of the absolute best clutches in the game. Very intelligent, but he's got his work cut out for him with this one. 54 seconds remaining, bomb planted in upper. Zipex makes his way towards lobby. He always fancies his chances, and to be fair, he often delivers. Let's see what he can make of round number 6.
Waits as well at radio. So a good response from Renegades to get down below quickly. And I think this should end in a stalemate between the two. JKS and Zipex. JKS might get a little more aggressive. Crosshair placement was not exactly headshot from Zipex, but it kicks up on the recoil to do so. And that'll keep him alive, and it'll go around to Renegades, though. A second on the T side. Chiefs were able to pull back 10 rounds, get 11 total to be exact, on their T side of Nuke. We'll see if Renegades are quite as tricky as they proved to be, especially with that execution through the skylights.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all, was it? 4-2 Renegades to pull one back. It's a tactical pause after winning a round. Not something you see every day, but I guess it's a chance to work out, okay, we know they've got lots of money. Device farming so much of that UMP. He brings out the AWP. This is the first real gun round here. Renegades certainly hasn't been the most convincing tournament for them, but to be fair, just to give you some context, this is the first international, I should say, first ever event with this lineup. They've been mixing and matching with the players, and Nexa was brought in by Kasad, who's the Serbian coach. Nexa's a young Serbian player. He's also the in-game leader of the team. And Nifty, he's the AWPer. He was playing for Selfless before, a North American player, young talent. and obviously, of course, the 3 Aussie players. And we'll see whether they can make a dent in the Astralis lineup at this point. 4-2. Not necessarily having the advantage after winning the previous round. Renegades down to the UMP for Nifty up against the Device AWP, which is such a scary prospect. If he comes in Dever mode, as we call it, he could be shutting them down all over the place.
Yeah, who made that a thing?
I think he did with his own little...
No, but like the Deva mode thing.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe Yanko, it feels like. I don't
Was
know.
it Yanko or Thor? I think it might have been
Thorin or Yanko.
Yeah. So those character or gap.
Big gap in that smoke.
Madonna-sized gap. Glaive might take advantage of it. Oh, Flash sees it. Just watch the feet. Down nose. Sprays in.
That's not good enough.
That is not good enough at all. And not only that, it deters the 3rd player from crossing, and the smokes are now gone. So they've only got 1 player into Secret off the back of a wall of smoke. That's not going to do.
5-on-4, yeah, those gaps. We are used to seeing that in the first few months of Nuke, and we often comment on it, and it was like, well, it's obviously a new map. People are trying to work out these smokes still. At this level of the game, that can't be happening. You can't give a frag away against a team like Astralis. You give them an inch, they'll take a mile. 5-on-4. Ustilo goes down. Device towards heaven for now. JKS has to make something happen towards the ramp room. Very good player. Great aim, JKS. And finding confidence as the years roll by in CSGO. And we'll see whether he can open things up against Zipex. As I said, one of the best round players in the game. Great angle for him to hold, go for 1 kill and drop down. That's normally the objective. Staying a bit longer than I would like here, but he does get the frag and challenging a bit more. What do I know though? Zipex finding 2 kills. That's a lovely play by him, backed up by Device as well. 1 player remains, that's Azza. And this round falls apart. He's in the vents. Might get a couple of kills if he's lucky, but only with 15 seconds of the bomb down the ramp. There's no real reason to try and hunt him down. Good work.
Yeah, they may still do so. Dupree is there. Astralis picking up 5 on the bounce as well of the losing the last. I think this puts Renegades in a tight position. Money, yeah, 1850. 1550 for Ustilo. The highest amount of money is JKS at 3550. We've got a pause called from Nexa. He says this is tactical. We'll see what he and his countryman Kassad can come up with. Actually, I don't see Kassad behind them right now. I see. Oh, there he is. Okay, yeah, there he is. I was going to say, I thought I saw him earlier.
He's coming skydiving tomorrow.
Is he really?
He is. Big old boy. He's had to pay $50 extra because he's a big chap.
I think there's a weight restriction. What was it, 95 kilo you told me?
Yeah. So
I would have had to pay twice.
He's a big, strong guy. Yeah, you would have been like $100, I think. But you're not coming.
I'm 195. I want to climb the bridge.
I've done it before. It's good.
Have you done that?
I did that when I was 14.
You didn't tell me you did that.
Yeah, I did it. You get a little headset on, you get taken around. It's not like a high-octane adrenaline sort of thing. It's quite slow tour. But no, it's nice. Yeah, it is nice. You'll enjoy yourself. 5-2, we do have Azza saving the AK-47. And I'll have a look at the score as well. Nifty, 1 for 7. He's one of the players that hasn't really done it for me so far. It's Yorpa and... they've had a rough ride at this tournament overall, but this has to be an eco this after winning the previous round and losing the subsequent. You only get $400 as on the AK. They can't really buy much into this, but it's still early days. 5-2, looking to be 6.
Oh, I thought Device was just going to shoot into that door, and if he did, that timing was perfect. Azza, the only one with the AK-47, having saved it from the previous round and all his grenades. You'd think he'd be friendly and just pass those grenades out. Make them all feel important. That heart logo is everywhere on both maps, really.
Back into that.
No, I mean, it is.
We've had Nuke already. You've already found it here.
I know, but I didn't realize it was everywhere. And now that I've noticed it. What is it, Valve? What is it? Is it like Black Mesa? Are they sending out research packets?
Possibly.
Or is it Aperture? No, Aperture is a different one. So it's got to be Black Mesa.
Yeah, that's Portal.
But it's both part of the Valve family. Because Black Mesa's Half-Life, not Counter-Strike either, technically.
Indeed.
Portal 2 is a phenomenal game, by the way.
Yeah, probably a discussion for another time.
I love that they make community maps. Device is going to take down Azza in radio. And we'll be back toward lobby as a result. Dupree following up on Nifty. Carry waiting inside of the smoke. Next walks in. Head gone. Astralis 6, Renegades 2, and now with money still built on the Astralis side, we see what that timeout really amounts to now that they'll have guns again.
They're going to have 2 UMPs, and that's fine. Normally the CT side, we can hold tight angles and get multiple spray downs. But Matt, they go into the T side against Astralis, fully equipped with all nades, an AWP, and rifles, with a couple of AKs chucked in there, with 3 SMGs. and 2 AKs. This is not looking pretty. I think you have to do something very fast. Maybe try and get down to the vents and lock down that position. Maybe a nice upper execution. Oh, good night, JKS. That's a difficult angle to hold. Everyone kind of knows Device goes with that or towards the garage, and the fact he decides to face it, I guess he's got one of the few rifles. He has to try and make something happen. Doesn't work out for them. Dupree mows 2 of them down. This is looking desperate now for the Renegade side. Can't get going here at all. I think they take another eco there at that point. 3 SMGs against Astralis. Like, what's the big plan? Where are you going with it? Like, you're not doing an execution, just holding lobby, and then you're just gonna lose that first kid and run out 1 by 1. But let's have a look how that actually went down. So smoke goes in. No flashbangs. You're just running out squeaky. No one's flashed. It's just a bit shocking, really, isn't it? Like, where was that going?
Well, I can't answer that question for you.
Yeah, it's just like, do you see what I mean, though? Like, obviously, it's a rhetorical question. It's just like, it doesn't really, you're not going to win rounds like that.
Like shot, I agree with you, Hank. Just going to get back into the action. Oh, okay, Device. Just add them up. Pad the stats. Nexa and Nifty, new to Renegades, both willing to suicide already.
Yeah, you still own JKS, won't be far behind. You still own 17 HP, and yeah, this is where Astralis get into their zone. They'll start having a bit of fun now, and will be more aggressive and start almost bullying their opposition. But JKS does find 1 kill. He goes down, and he might sneak down the fence. I think I spotted. A headshot goes towards JKS. And finally, Glaive takes him down. 8-2. The money should be in a reasonable position now. I think they're a 4th-state loss bonus, a chance to actually get the orbs out. They get 47s, and here's the double kill from old Deva.
Not bad.
Boom.
Not bad at all. They go immediately back onto the AWP on the T side, but it's Astralis looking like playoffs are in the picture. Almost did it against SK, but got bested. SK, remember, are already in.
Yeah, 3-0 for them. Looking very nice after winning Summit as well.
That's true. Taco said they're back. I said, we'll see after you in this
You did
event.
say that. I was there when you said it.
Don't get ahead of yourself, young Taco. Don't make a fajita out of this. Device gets the shot on Nexa. Glaive following it up. They're just shutting them down outside at this point. A little bit more aggressive. And Renegades just walking into it. They don't realize even, it seems, that they're that close. Do get 1 kill in response, but Glaive, despite going down, has Device rotating around to cover off the same position in which he was found, and therefore there's still no access on a secret. You still are missing the shot at Annex, and Device just signals the alarms and rotates back that direction instead.
What a simple round. Glaive finding 2, Device mowing them down outside. The Orc goes back in his hands. Maximum state loss bonus, but of course no bomb going down. This is another very quick game indeed. Tech-9s across the board for Renegades are looking a little bit out of their depth at the moment, I have to say. The execution hasn't really been there. I will reiterate, this is their first LAN together. They don't get to play against this sort of opposition regularly. They actually play in the North American Pro League. That's where we kind of see them the majority of the time. And the problem is there as well. They might not even qualify top 6, but they can't actually go to it. They have to go to the Asian minor to qualify for the major, which is always a bit of a kick in the teeth. But it should be good practice for them overall, while they're still trying to build this lineup and get it all together and work out all the kinks and stuff like that.
Still out. We'll start off with a Tech-9 to join JKS inside of Squeaky. I don't know why anyone hasn't put WD-40 on the hinges of that door yet.
It's not in the spirit of the door.
Do you know that water's really deep out there?
It's not. Valve trolled us, didn't they?
Well, they did, and then they definitely did. Glaive with the Pokeball will capture Nifty. You still play Pokemon Go?
Never played it once.
Don't lie. I saw you had one of those little things that you press the button
Oh yeah,
for
you.
Dupree takes down Azur. JKS and Nexa though find kills in response with the Tech-9, but Zipix gets the next and the last laugh. JKS 1-7 will go down next.
Yeah, not really much to report this round. Renegades with a partial buy. They do get maximum stage loss bonus. Well, they already have it, but didn't have enough to buy into this round. So just a partial buy, $3,400 on top of what they have right now. They get a couple of kills, but no bomb going down. So only 1 player remaining, but he's quickly dealt with by Device. We'll have a look at the scoreboards while we're here. 16 kills with Devitt. Glaive not far behind as well. They really are running away with the frag shots. Nifty 1 for 12, Nexa 3 for 11, and at the top JKS 5 kills. No one really arriving for the Renegade side. They're looking pretty checked out at the moment. They still have a few rounds to go, though. 3 in total. Let's see if they can post anything else on the scoreboard. Nifty back on the AWP. I assume he heads towards outside. Throws a smoke towards outer. They're throwing this. Okay, I see what the problem is. They're throwing those smokes from T-Spawn. Do you know the ones LDRC was doing originally? That's when you get the gaps. They're inconsistent. It takes such a big throw to take them in, so it will work most of the time, but sometimes how you get those gaps. This time they look pretty clean. Nifty trying to look over them now and see whether he can make things happen here. As on towards the silo as well. I don't think Device is outside for now. Oh, he's going to be towards Secret. So he went ramp at the start, and that's a real problem for the player on silo who might find his fate. We'll see what happens here as Azza edges towards that area.
Device will get in position with the AWP. Oh, not a bad angle actually against him, which does do decent damage. He's going to Molotov himself off so he can get away without being pursued. Having gone down to just a mere fraction of HP. A fifth of his HP, if you want to do math, Henry.
Indeed. That works.
Does. Azza gets Glaive. You know what didn't work though is I said math. You guys say maths.
I do. I normally correct people on that. I wasn't.
No, it's fine. Yustillo's got Kiarbi. I wouldn't let you correct me anyway. Dupree's going to walk back out, take Yustillo. Nifty. Quick enough on the AWP. Gets the shot in return, but he's left in a 1 versus 2 without the bomb. Device is still low on this, has the op, and Xyp9x is elected to go down the ladder. And I think he's preparing for this, the rotation, as Device is going back up to upper. Nifty's actually evaded them by going lower. When he opens the door at decontamination from below, they'll hear that, and I think Device will definitely, yeah, they did. We'll hear it and go. I like the Nifty. Oh, there you go. His name's got in my head. But the throw of the op down the vents as if to try and bait out a shot, but he should know that obviously Renegades was planting the bomb, and door open, he'll try and use that as a shield.
He's got a chance to win this. We'll see what happens. The fake deep. Oh, it's not even a fake. Oh, you hate to see it.
He's done that wrong for himself,
You hate
hasn't
to
he?
see it.
He's done that all wrong. Oh, no.
Ooh, got yourself in a position where you can't actually see the bomb. That's a bit of a nightmare.
It's fine if your teammate planted or your teammate died after, but you did that yourself, my friend.
Yeah, you hate to see that. Obviously, okay, so what he's thinking, it's a very tight angle. Do you think he's going to have a duel first, and then he'll be denying it in a 1v1? But the fact is the play comes out decod. This is, oh, hello. Well, I'll take that. He can't go towards ramp. I would have seen him. He didn't have time to get up there. I'll just go for this full defuse, round over, and he died as well. 11-2. Bomb goes down, though. With
I think he may have also thought he was about a foot further along the backside of it, which means he would have saw the gun barrel.
Yeah.
So...
oh, for
both
now,
things are true.
An early advantage as JKS, I think, went towards ramp and took down Kiarbi, who was going aggressive at the start. Like we said, a bit of a lack of respect coming in from the Danish side at this point, and why not? They're hitting absolutely every shot and having a bit of fun with it at the moment. Renegades can't really go toe-to-toe with the #1 team in the world right now. They were struggling against their fellow countrymen and lost 15-0, so what chance have they got against these guys? Well, time will tell if they can get a couple more rounds. This is looking promising now. Dupree up against it. 5-on-3. Players all around him towards the garage as well. Back-to-back Labs on the air conditioning unit, and it's up to Dupree now. I've got a feeling he's going to find a couple of frags here. This is looking quite promising, considering he has backup. Able to take, oh, I won't say one down, but here's Dupree, like I said, a couple of kills, looking very good. And he spots a third as well. There it is, Matt. It was all looking so nice for him, and he delivers.
Not bad at all. Next they're gone. Dupree got 4. JKS wants to deny the ace. Look at Dupree spinning in the air like, no, no, please. Oh, well, he's gone.
Okay, then Xyp9x.
It's actually a one-on-one as well. Despite all that effort for Dupree to pull it back, it's become quite level. So this is still an interesting round in itself. Round 14, 11-2. More important, obviously, for Renegades than it is for Astralis.
Well, Xyp9x has been coined as one of the most intelligent players we have in CSGO. Watching main entrance like a hawk, oh my god, he's absolutely wrecked him. Reads it like a book, and once again delivers in another clutch situation. And Matt, it was like, what, a 5-on-2? And Dupree absolutely destroys him. I was building it up. I could see how good his position was, and they had no idea he was there. There's the 1-8 from JKS, and then Xyp9x, calm and collected, manages to pick up round number 12 as well. That's pretty much GG for me. If they don't win that round, what chance have they got of getting any others? 12-2, All-In Sniper comes out for Device. This could be a lifeline. The All-In Sniper lends itself to throwing rounds, and Nifty throwing that same smoke towards outside. Oh, Device. This is a very rare position, and I actually kind of like it, you know?
Yeah, we saw this used really early, and we thought that is incredible, but I've not seen this since probably 4 months ago, maybe 5. I like it, though. You're right. It's over toward ramp, though, that we have to watch and keep our eyes on for now. It's Glaive and Xyp9x to start it off. And Xyp9x, as always, has rotated back off the ramp to bait Glaive in for further kills, but he's gone down trying to re-peek. Device was found. So that auto sniper didn't get anything in that position. Perhaps a little too clever, because Glaive's going to have to go back and watch outside as a result. Nifty's got Kiabi. It's the advantage for Renegades late in the round this time. Well, not late, but mid-round, but late enough in terms of a 3 versus 2.
3 versus 2 indeed. 1 winner remaining as well. They do have flashbangs and a Molotov, but losing that bit of a blunder of a round before, certainly within the wheelhouse to do the same again. We'll see whether round 15 comes in favour of Renegades here. Come out the squeaky door, Azat finds a shot on Glaive as well. That should be it. Dupree, nothing to lose. It's the final round. Might as well go for it. Bomb will be planted momentarily. As it goes, it does go down indeed. Kit available, 1 flashbang. Coming in from lobby, and 484 in hand, and 3 players to find.
Good shot, Nifty, though will get a 3rd round for Renegades. Keeps them, although desperately, in the fight. If they win the next pistol, 12-3 is a recoverable scoreline. We've seen it frequently, Henry.
We have indeed. I'm not sure they've got enough to really do much more this game, but who knows? We'll find out in the second half. Do not go anywhere.
Well, Astralis do look to be living up to the name. They're definitely on charge in this game. 12-3. Renegades struggling and maybe not able to replicate Chiefs and stay alive in this tournament. They could just bow out right now with losing this pistol. It could be done.
Indeed. 12-3, but moving into the city half, maybe they can pick up the pistol here and get a little bit deeper into this game. We'll find out. They get 3 sets of armor, and next there's got the diffuse kit and the smoke. Azza. He's actually got $800. He didn't purchase a single thing into this round map. That's an interesting one.
Nah, why bother? Save your money.
I'm not sure what I'm going to ask him after this game what that meant. Why did he do that? It doesn't make sense on the CD side, really.
Well, it's a short game, so you need a fast return on investment, so
Like,
he's better to
sure.
save.
You get the AKs out, maybe. You get the bomb down, you can have 4 spy in the second round. But CT side doesn't really equate to much. He's not even in the AWPer.
Mental withdrawal.
brain fart.
I have those a lot. Device. Trying to spot out the player that's in behind. Headshot box definitely saw him now. Nexa. But it's Cabby that opens things up. Dupree's going to go in through the squeaky door, and Device turns around to find Ustillo instead. It's now, oh, good read on top of the yellow beam by which Dupree will find JKS. This round's done. Nexa's the last alive in a 1 versus 5. That should be almost the end of the game as well as things are concerned, as it's 13 rounds for Astralis already. Again, this will put them as the second team to make it through to the playoffs, following SK, who beat them earlier to take the first seed.
13-3. Quite a clinical pistol round there. Renegades didn't really arrive whatsoever. Like I said, it was interesting that as they didn't purchase a single thing, I guess it gives him the option to buy the UMP in the second round. Was that his evil plan all along? Who knows? He's going to have the UMP body armor and up against the 3 AKs and 2 UMPs. Astralis not messing around this round. They want to actually end things very quickly indeed. Win this round is 14-3 and another eco and presumably the end of the game. Last chance saloon really for Renegades and Device. He finds that first kill. JKS drops. And it's quite a default round, operating very quickly towards outside. Dupree watching the ramp from as well. I've got a feeling he's going to get a kill momentarily. There's a smoke down for now. As with that aforementioned UMP on top of the hut for now. Well, there we go, Nifty.
That works. Gets them back level for a moment only, though, because Device finds Azza coming in from Annex. Trying to cater to the Australian crowd with their naming of locations on the map. Glaive will take down Ustillo. Nifty gets another one in this round on the AK that he's picked up. However, that AK might be valuable. I would suggest saving that with the head armor if I were him, and I think he's thinking the same thought. Bomb already planted for Astralis. This will be 14-3 now for them. So back toward T-spawn.
Yeah, he needs to save this AK-47, and this is the most common save spot on the map, next to CT spawn, so Glaive will be ready for it. Nifty, 29 HP. I think he just wants to hide in the very tight corner. The fact he's challenging, they're both going to be coming in this area, presumably. Device is low HP, so he might get one, so yes. Okay, Glaive with 100 HP will be going into hunt, wants to get the range, and there he is. Spots him, wants to get his kill. They'll be rushing towards him. Wherever they'll get him, I'm not so sure. There used to be a dumpster here in Source. I actually don't know in this game if there's not. And there it is, Nifty. And Source, in this little area, you had a blue dumpster. Everyone used to run around that corner and hide there, and you were pretty much safe. But in CSGO, it's obviously quite open. I've never really thought about it. So there you go.
I've never really gone there. Usually I'm dead too soon in the round to save.
Yeah, to even save.
Why save?
Well,
I don't save my money, Henry. Everyone knows that.
14-3. We have to buy up in this round. It's not traditional for Renegades, but at this point, you might as well give it a go. This game feels like it was over a few rounds ago. Going with 5-7s, Deagles, and a UMP for Nifty after he got a couple of kills in the previous round. And at this point, Astralis is looking very comfortable indeed. They'll be in another default. I think I can see Dupree working towards the ramp room. He's smoked out. Just bleeding out any utility the CDs have here. The fact they bought smokes and flashbangs in this round gives away that they have force bought indeed. There'd be no reason to eco and buy a load of utility. And there might be a kill coming in. Okay, Nifty, nope. Your Device is kind of fast these days. He's going to take you down.
As ooh, can't quite get there in time. It's Kiabi instead that will get the shot back. JKS managed to get at least one with the CZ-75, but Glaive responds to that by giving Ustillo. And all things stay level and in control for Astralis, despite some damage done. Map point. Careful. That's Nexa fading in toward the hut, and his teammate firing briefly at him. I like how he shuts the door, but there's still a hole in it, unfortunately, for Astralis. They can't capitalize on that hole quite quick enough. They will be able to call, however, that there's a rotation in toward the vents, and they should be well aware of the fact that they're going to be occupying the backside of the position. And after that, Astralis has made the call to go away from that side, with Zippix sticking around to close it out to make it map point and playoff point for Astralis.
Yeah, that should be it. That was another force by Renegades overall. Not really much to report. They gave it their best shot there, and unfortunately overwhelmed by the lighted device. Made his way towards Secret, found that nice shot on Nifty, and the round kind of worked itself out after that kill came in. 3 UMPs, a Deagle and a 5-7, and this should be the end of the Renegade run as we get into round number 19. Not really much to do, man. Might as well rush towards lobby, give it a go. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. And that's GG. That's my new sign off. It's my new sign off. I'm going to keep doing it.
Yeah, you're going to be sued by a couple of StarCraft casters.